viewers, welcome and allow me to officially welcome you to the Rich Feminine Auntie class episode 1. Okay guys, I want to talk about a topic that we mostly shy away from as women because we are conditioned to think that it is for men, and especially if you are from an African home, you are definitely going to end up with names if you actively decide to pursue it. And it's all about money. Yeah, let's talk about money because money answers all things. If you don't have money, you can't even dress well, you can't even help people, you can't even have peace of mind or even be feminine. So it's good to make money as a woman. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So today I'm going to share with you 7 solid money habits that are helping me on this feminine journey, and I hope you find it useful as well. So let's get straight into it. The first money habit is to think and talk about money more often. The more you think and talk about money, the more you see making your own money and being financially independent as a woman like a normal thing. It becomes normal to you and not just a mere fajat to attract potential suitors. We are taught to see money as evil, but money isn't evil, girl. Money is good, okay? Money is good because if you don't have money, you cannot even watch this video. The more you think and talk about money, the more your level of consciousness about money is raised. You begin to unconsciously look out for ways to make money passively or stay out of dirt and be able to make the best of your resources. Anytime you go out with the girls, normalize talking about money because we live in a heavily patriotic society. And so the least mistake you make, you begin to doubt yourself and think you are unintelligent enough to handle your own money. It's mostly a cultural thing, but you need to realize that it's completely normal to talk about and want to have more money as a woman. So when I was a teenager, I used to want this blouse so much that I saved all my lunch money so I could get it for myself. And so I got a blouse for myself. I wore it out only to be accused of stealing because 1, I had no job. So how come I got money to buy such a blouse? And that particular incident scarred my desire to save forever. I even promised myself I was going to misuse every single money I got, which shouldn't have been so because if we had had open communication about money as a family, I would feel more comfortable to come out and talk about what I'm doing, how much I'm getting, and what I intend to use that money for. We need to normalize talking about money with ourselves, with our friends, and even with our daughters, because it will help us raise that level of consciousness that money isn't evil. Next money habit for all rich feminine aunties in this club is to read at least 1 book on money every 3 months, okay? And the 3 most important money books I will recommend to every lady is The Smart Money Woman, The Richest Man in Babylon, and I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramsey. These books literally changed my life. They changed my perception about money. Reading these books taught me about savings, passive income, investment, and a lot of money habits that would generally make you financially stable as a woman. Being financially literate as a woman gives you knowledge and skills that could help you be way ahead of yourself. You are able to spot fishy financial schemes and deals that could steal your hard-earned money. You have the desire to do well, but without self-awareness and much knowledge, you're going to fall prey all the time to schemes that keep your money decaying to inflation instead of having it multiply in other areas. And that's why financial literacy is so important, because it isn't just enough to make money. You should be able to know how to make your money work for you passively. Next money habit for my rich feminine aunties is to be financially accountable. I know it feels good to spend money, but you should know where your money comes from and be able to account for where every single penny goes. You need to regularly review your budget, your bank and credit account to make sure that you're not overspending or living above your means. Otherwise, you make all that money, but you wouldn't know where it's going to. You need to know your spending pattern, how much you're paying for subscriptions, and how your lifestyle is affecting your savings. That's why it's so important to have a clear distinction between your savings account and your checking account. Otherwise, you will spend your savings before you even realize it. The basic difference between your savings account and your checking account is that your savings account is where you keep money intended for future use, whilst your checking account is where you perform all your transactions, you pay bills, you pay for groceries, and basically live off. Having a clear distinction between these 2 accounts will save you the surprise of cashing out everything before you know it. This also applies to those of us who have businesses. Make sure that you do not mix money meant for spending with your business money, or put yourself on salary if you think it's necessary, instead of randomly taking money from your business to just spend. Next habit is to never lend more than you can lose. And I'm saying this because family members and friends especially can be so nosy. If you give them more than you have the heart to lose and they don't pay you back, you can't do anything. You cannot do anything. Savings are meant to be saved, and most of the time they are even for specific purposes. And so make sure that you don't take your savings and lend it out, because the sad part is that because people know that you have a good heart, they either blackmail you or try to make you feel guilty for wanting your money back. You are holding yourself back from spending that money and denying yourself all that luxury so that you can have a better future. Why then should you go into that same claim money and give to somebody you know very well does not have the capacity to even pay you back. And hold on, I'm not being stingy. This is a lesson I learned from the richest man in Babylon and from my own bitter experiences. Do not lend money to people based on feelings and sentiments. Don't just give money out to people because you think you have a good relationship with them. If you are doing it for charity, that's fine. Because even the banks that are insured, before they give money to somebody, they make sure that the person has something they can take as collateral. So make sure that before you borrow money to someone, the person either has the capacity to pay or has something you can take as compensation should they default. Because people can be so ungrateful at times, you know. This doesn't make you wicked because money is so hard to come by these days. You can give from your heart, give to people, but make sure that you are wise about it. The next habit is to always think about value before fantasy. If whatever you're spending the money on is not going to serve you either in the long term or the short term, then you're definitely not getting value for your money. And I've fallen victim to this thing a lot of times myself, because there have been situations where I allowed my feeling and fear of missing out make me buy clothes and shoes that I've never worn. One way to prevent this is to shop at places that have stuff that fit your personality or have things that serve the function for which you want to buy items. Trust me, it's going to save you from a lot of impulsive buying. Okay guys, we have a lot of stuff on this channel. At this point, I have an appeal to make. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed, because you know what? It kind of keeps me going. Thanks for doing that. Bye bye.